back. We're going to be looking at prompt number 2 for our shark bite code. And so this is the second prompt. Please go ahead, pause this, familiarize yourself with this prompt, and try to come up with a little game plan as for how we're going to end up doing this. Alrighty, now that you've taken the time, I do have the Canvas modules on here. Please do remember you do want to make sure that you have this shark data here. And so this is what we were talking about for this prompt. It is helpful to be using this data. So if you download this CSV, make your life easier. This is, in terms of my plan, how we're going to end up doing this. So first off, I'm going to get each of the unique park names. And so in here, you can see that there's park names. You probably noticed that there are 2 park names, Point Reyes and then also the Golden Gate Park. And then for each park, we want to look at its data, such as, what are all the years that we have on there. And then we also want to end up being able to count or sum up all the shark bites for that year. And then what we want to do finally, before we move to the next park, is we want to actually plot that graph for the park. So let's go ahead and let's begin. I'm going to start by importing Pandas as PD. I'm going to also import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. And then we can load the data set. So now I'm going to load this guy up, df equals pd.read CSV. And then just as we were saying, as always, we want to make sure that we have our actual CSV file in the same folder. You can either do copy absolute path or relative path. Since I have mine in the same folder, I'm just going to use this guy. And then now we're going to put this guy in here. And then I can also specify the header at the beginning. Perfect. And what I also want to do is I want to keep only rows with at least 1 shark bite. So we can end up filtering this data frame again. So attacks.data frame equals, and this is where it's pretty similar to our code from yesterday, right? So we can go shark bite, and then that's where shark bite is greater than 0. And then remember, we can end up throwing on here. So that'll get this where they're all Boolean values there. If I then end up putting that into the data frame, anywhere that's false, it's going to remove those from our data frame. So now we've got that. Now what I want to do is I want to get all unique parks. And as you're thinking about this, you reflect on this, right? You're trying to guess what the next step is that we're going to write down for the code. We want to go attacks data frame. Then we want to end up looking at the park name. And then we want to use the .unique function. So .unique. So that's the one that we use in the electric vehicle code. So we got the unique, and then now what we want to start doing is we got the unique park names there, right? We also filtered this, so it includes all the data with at least 1 shark bite. Now what I want to end up doing is we want to loop through the park. So we're going to go through here for park in parks, right? Now what I need to do is I need to get the actual park data frame. And so this is going to allow us to look at the actual parks data. And we can go in here. Let's see. Yeah, park data frame equals, and then we can go to attacks data frame, which is on there. And then now we can go attacks. So let's do this, attacks data frame. And then I can go into here. I can go to park name equals park. And then so now if I put this guy in here, I can then end up calling that data frame. So this is just going to get us the data frame or all the data that is for that current park that we're iterating on, right? There's 2 parks that we are iterating through. First one is the Point Reyes, and then the second one is going to be that Golden Gate Park. So this is going to go through each of those, right? And then so now what I can end up doing is we could print out just the data frame, right? The park data frame, so we can see what this ends up looking like, just so we can kind of test it out. And so we ended up running into an issue here. Let me see, where are we running into the issue? Attacks data frame. Oh, I see where I had that issue. I ended up using this guy right here. I want to use attacks data frame. There we go. Perfect. So now we can run this guy again. Excellent. So now we can see that we've got that. And I could also go in here too and print parks. So let's do that. Print park. So we can see what park we're on for each of those. Yeah, perfect. Point Reyes and then Golden Gate. So first it printed out our Point Reyes, then Golden Gate. Excellent. So then now what I can do next is I can go to the years. So I want to get the years, so park data frame. And then what I want to do is I want to go start date. Now, why am I going start date? .unique. If we end up going to here, we can see that the start date, which is right up here, has the year. You could also end up going to the end date as well. They're basically just the year is what we filtered that out as. And so now we could do .unique. And then that'll get us the years. I could then end up printing out the years. So this is just a test to see. I'm also thinking that we want to have these sorted where they're ascending values. So let's just check and make sure that that's the case. Nice. We're seeing that this first data set starts at 2000. This other data set starts at 2003. But yes, it's looking good so far. And so now years were printed out. Now we can end up doing a years list. So years list equals, and then we got this. And then now what we can also do is we can do the attacks total. And so the reason why we're doing that is we want to have this data saved to lists. So it's the years and then also the total attacks for those years. They're going to be corresponding to each other here. And so now what we're going to do is just loop through years in this park, the current park that we're on, right? So now I can go for a year in years. And then what we're going to do in here is once we have that year, we're going to go to the year data frame is what we're going to create. So I'm going to look at my park data frame, and I'm going to apply a filter. It should be the case where the start date is equal to the current year that we're iterating on. And so now we can end up doing this guy. So it's just filtering it, right, where we just have, for this particular park that we're on, it's the particular year that we're currently iterating on as well. So this is the nested for loop. Now what we could do is we can sum the shark bytes for the year. And so now what we could do is we could go total bytes equals, and then we go year data frame, and then we're going to end up going to the shark byte column, and then we can do dot sum. So just like we can see here, there's the shark byte column. It is somewhere around, where did we end up running into that guy? I thought it was red, but maybe this color has switched. Yeah, let's see here. Somewhere in here. Yep, there we go. Okay, so blue, so shark bite. So that's the column that we're looking at. And so now we can end up doing the sum of those. And so now the next part is I want to also append to my years list that actual year that we're currently on. So we can do append and then put in the year. And then also what we want to end up doing is we want to do the attacks total and then dot append, and then we want to append that corresponding total bytes, just like that. Okay. Now, once we've gone through each of these years, now it's the case plot or create the bar graph for this park, because now we'll have all of the years data and then all of the attacks. So now we can go plt.figure, and then what I can end up doing is go plt.bar, and then now I can go year list. I think I have that as years list. Yeah, years list. And then we can end up, so we've got that guy, and then I can also go in here, attack totals. So it's basically the years in the x-axis, and then attack total is in the y-axis there. And then so now I can end up going plt.x label, which we said is going to be the year, plt.y label, which is going to be the amount of our number of shark attacks. And then the title, we can end up doing this, shark attacks in space. I can concatenate this string, park, right? Because we're on that current park here. And then now at the very end, we can end up doing our plt.type layout. So everything looks pretty good. The titles fit on there well. And then I can do plt.show. Okay. So now let's go ahead and test this code out to see what it looks like. So we did end up running into an issue. There's some little mistake that I made here. Let's see. Year data frame.
Then okay. Read what?
Yep, did the same thing again. So I don't want to end up getting that initial data frame. I want to go the park data frame. So you guys probably saw that issue. Anyways, so this is point Reyes. As you can see, we have this sorted for each year. We also have 2020. There were no shark attacks there. And then we've also got this data here where it looks like 2003, there were no shark attacks. 2004, there were also no shark attacks there. And could we end up setting up some better increments for this? Absolutely, we could. But that's for the Golden Gate as well. And so that's how we end up creating the code for this, the second prompt here on Shark Bytes. Hope this video was helpful. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.